You want to know something, Kinsey? I don't think that me and Harry have got a whole lot in common, I'm quite happy to say. But I don't like lobster either. So me and Harry, we're like that when it comes to lobsters. But apart from that, there she is again. There she is again, cutting. Not just cutting, slicing bread, slicing fruit, slicing vegetables. Basically, she spends most of this show slicing things, cutting things up, and then tying things in bows. So there it is again, a swirling mass of very average-looking food, salads, crumbling cheese on them, pastries, flowers everywhere. More of the same. Who wants this stuff? Well, I mean, what a load of crap. What's it for?
Yeah. I mean, I think that the cutting, the relentless cutting that you've referenced is the perfect, I think it's, it displays her butchering Prince Harry's relationship with the British royal family. Maybe we could make those two work. But I think that, look, there is no way that this is going to be different enough from the first season, considering the fact that they shot it back to back. But you see that there was an effort made by whoever put together this trailer. This trailer wasn't as obsessed with Meghan as the previous trailer. Oh, this is the most exciting day of my life, Mindy Kaling says, as Meghan Markle is, standing in front of her being very basic. In this trailer, and the Hollywood Reporter points this out as well, Meghan is actually being gracious towards the people that have come to show her things. And she's like, oh, I'm so glad you're here to teach me this. And instead of people bowing to her, falling over her, and oohing and gooing over her, I mean, the Hollywood Reporter goes as far as to call the woman humble. I think that's a little extreme. I don't know if I've ever seen Meghan Markle humble.
She's about as humble as the Queen of Sheba.
But they do say that you could see that there was an effort made for Meghan Markle not to be, everybody fawning over Meghan Markle in this.
You'd have to say, though, Kinsey, that must be editing, that they've seen the criticisms of the first series, so they've cut back a little on her sort of dominating the proceedings and everybody sort of bowing at the altar of Meghan.
Hello, my darlings. And welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we cut through the noise, the nonsense, and the non-stop whining from the usual suspects in the British press circus. Today's target? None other than Kevin O'Sullivan and Kinsey Schofield, two professional Meghan bashers who somehow think recycling the same tired lines counts as unfiltered analysis. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. So apparently Kevin and Kinsey watched the new trailer for Meghan Markle's show and shocker, they hated it. They claim the show focuses too much on Meghan, then in the next breath say it doesn't focus enough on Meghan compared to season 1. Which one is it, folks? Pick a lane. You can't moan about the show being too Meghan and not Meghan enough in the same sentence unless you're just desperate for a negative headline. Oh wait, that's exactly what they are, Dot. Now let's talk about the Netflix deal. They're screaming that Meghan and Harry's deal is a first-look arrangement with no guaranteed money. Oh, the horror. Imagine Netflix, the world's biggest streaming platform, actually wanting to see quality projects before cutting a billion-dollar check. It's called business, Kevin. It's called industry standards, Kinsey. The only people who seem confused are the ones who've clearly never negotiated a deal in their lives. Critics can be as relentless as predators. Commentators like Kevin O'Sullivan and Kinsey Schofield focus intensely on the Sussexes, forming a predictable chorus of negativity. Their critiques are often contradictory, calling the Netflix deal both a failure and a threat. This shifting narrative fits a predetermined conclusion, not reality. If the couple is quiet, they're failing. If active, they're attention-seeking. It's a classic damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. The criticism isn't based on facts, but on a narrative set long ago. For example, Meghan's Netflix show is called both a desperate last chance and an undeserved windfall. These conflicting ideas reveal more about the critics than the Sussexes. The constant negativity creates a challenging environment, a persistent hum of disapproval. Yet, Meghan and Harry continue their work, adapting to this part of their habitat. They understand this chorus of criticism is a permanent feature of their landscape. Their response is to focus on their own actions and projects. This is a key survival strategy. In nature, adaptation is everything. The Sussexes have learned to thrive despite the noise. To understand the Sussexes' journey, we must understand the terrain they inhabit. Netflix is a global business, not a charity. Deals are made based on potential for success, not sentiment. The Sussexes' partnership with Netflix is standard industry practice. Netflix invests in talent that attracts subscribers. Meghan and Harry are expected to deliver compelling content just like any other creator. Their documentary series Harry and Meghan broke viewing records and sparked global conversation. Projects like Heart of Invictuses show their commitment to meaningful content. These are not failures. They're successes that deliver for the platform. The narrative of failure is unsupported by evidence. Netflix continues to support them, expanding their creative portfolio. Meghan's new lifestyle brand and show are signs of a healthy, evolving partnership. This is the natural progression of a successful collaboration. They're not just surviving, they're thriving and planting seeds for future projects. In this ecosystem, they're proving their value. In nature, the strength of a partnership is often found in quiet moments. True support isn't always public. It's built in private, away from the spotlight. Criticism of Meghan for not being visibly supportive misunderstands the nature of a real bond. A healthy partnership involves two independent individuals with their own responsibilities. Meghan's work on American Riviera Orchard is her contribution to their shared life. Expecting her to abandon her projects for public appearances is outdated. Real support is often invisible: encouragement, shared duties, and private strength. The health of a relationship isn't measured by public appearances, but by deep, unseen roots. Meghan and Harry have faced immense pressure together, making life-altering decisions as a team. Their actions, stepping back from royal roles, moving countries, raising children, show a resilient bond. The most profound support is private, not for public consumption. Their partnership is built on mutual respect and shared goals. This is the foundation of their new life. In nature, successful pairs combine individual strengths to form a formidable team. Meghan and Harry are not a single entity, but two strong individuals in a powerful alliance. Harry brings his military background and commitment to causes like mental health. Meghan is a communicator, entrepreneur, and advocate for women and girls. Her new venture, American Riviera Orchard, showcases her creativity and business acumen. She's a co-architect of their new life, not just a supporter. Together, their strengths are amplified. Tradition meets modern vision. They connect with diverse people and issues, empowering each other to pursue individual passions. Their independence is the source of their collective strength. Critics miss the synergy of their partnership. They are building a multifaceted life with different streams of work flowing into the same river. Their dynamic partnership is resilient and forward-thinking. They are greater together than apart. Social groups often apply different standards to different individuals. Meghan faces intense scrutiny for her associations, a burden not equally shared by others in the royal family. Her connections are framed as controversial, while similar associations elsewhere are overlooked. This double standard is a targeted critique, holding Meghan to an impossibly high bar. It serves to maintain a narrative of her as an outsider. In business and philanthropy, diverse associations are inevitable. The focus on Meghan's connections, while ignoring others, reveals clear bias. The real story is about the double standard, not her associations. This imbalance says more about the critics than about Meghan. A creature's legacy is defined by what it builds and nurtures, not by the noise of critics. Meghan and Harry focus on building a meaningful legacy beyond tabloid headlines. Their work with Archewell, mental health advocacy, and creative projects are the foundation. The critics' chatter is just background noise, predictable and irrelevant. They've learned to tune it out, focusing on the world they're creating. Their resilience is their greatest asset, bending but not breaking under pressure. They're building something lasting for their children, valuing compassion over status. This is a quiet rebellion against old expectations. Their success is defined on their own terms. The most powerful moments are private, unseen efforts to build a life of meaning. Thank you, my darlings, for tuning in. If you loved this little reality check, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales. Because while Kevin and Kinsey recycle tired negativity, we're here to serve you the truth with a touch of sparkle and maybe just a little bit of shade.